Laptop Shopping Buddy, and I am super excited to be going over the ASUS Multimedia N550JX-DS74T edition. Be sure to check out the link below in the description for a special discount on this model. You can also check out user reviews and see what people are saying about this laptop. So I'm going to get right into it with the processor. It's running the Intel Core i7-4720HQ. This is one of the top performing mobile processors with a CPU benchmark score of 8,228. This thing is simply powerful and performance will not be an issue for you. It has turbo boost up to 3.6 GHz with a base clock speed of 2.6 GHz. So this means it could dynamically increase or decrease depending on what you're doing. So it's a quad-core processor, great for multitasking, and it's a very high performance. You're not going to find a much better performing mobile processor. For RAM, it has 16 gigabytes of DDR3L RAM. So again, multitasking is not an issue. It has plenty of RAM. I really like how ASUS packed so much power into this machine. It's great for multitasking, heavy multitasking, whatever. If you're one of those people who runs virtual machines and you need that RAM, or if you work with a lot of graphics, video editing, this is a great fit for you. For the graphics card, it has a GeForce GTX 950M, and this is one of NVIDIA's latest releases in 2015. In fact, it just released in this March. It's similar to the 850M, but it has a slightly higher core clock speed, which leads to about a 10% increase in performance. So if you want to compare it, if you look at the 860M from the previous generation, it is slightly lower performance, but it's a slight bump up from the 850M. So what you're looking at is about medium to high settings on modern games smoothly. You might be able to run some games on the highest settings, other games you might be able to get away smoothly on medium settings or high settings. It just really depends on the game, but that will give you a ballpark idea. To add even more to the performance of the machine is the 240 gigabyte solid state drive, and this means super quick boot times. You could expect to boot up in about under 15 seconds, and you'll also see that the performance when it comes to loading software is just awesome. I mean, you'll just click a software, it'll open right up nearly instantly. Other features, it has an IPS touchscreen display, and I love IPS displays, and a lot of people look for them in a laptop because it gives you much more accurate colors, and it gives you the really wide viewing angles. And there's also a 1080p resolution, so the games will look crisp, will look sharp, and you'll be able to see more on the screen, which means you could have multiple windows side by side. It's great for increasing your workflow and multitasking. This model does include a DVD drive, so if you want to play older games, you might need that DVD drive to install them. A lot of the games now, if you're running on Steam, you can just download them over the internet. I personally don't really use the DVD drive much anymore, but I know a lot of people do, so it's good to have that option. Now if you use the link below in the description, your laptop will come with an external subwoofer, and this definitely increases the experience because you get higher bass levels and your sound will just have that extra pop that makes it a more immersive experience. There are backlit keys, which I think is an often overlooked feature because if you're in the dark, backlit keys are a lifesaver. It's definitely frustrating without the backlit keys, especially when it comes to gaming. So that's a great feature to have. So this laptop weighs in at about 6 pounds, which is about what you expect for a gaming laptop this size with a 15.6 inch screen. It's fairly portable. When you throw in a GPU and you have the DVD drive, 6 pounds is about what you would expect. And this is an all aluminum chassis, so it does cut down on the weight in that aspect, and it definitely gives it that sleek looking design with the aluminum. So to wrap up this quick review, the ASUS DS74T edition is a great laptop. It has a touchscreen IPS display, and it packs a lot of power, 16 gigabytes of RAM, Core i7-4720HQ. So be sure to check out that link in the description for your special discount on Amazon.com, and you can check out user reviews as well.